KG Alphonse is also now joining us. Sir, your reaction to what's really going on in Sabarimala? I mean, these pictures are of massive mismanagement is what we understand when child has also lost her life.
I think there's complete chaos in Sabarimala. When I was tourism minister, I had visited Sabarimala thrice during the season. And there's always a tradition of perfect orderliness there, and people could go there in peace. And everything used to be perfectly arranged. But this year, it's complete chaos. I think the main reason is that most of the police force which is required for controlling the crowd and for crowd management, they have been diverted to the Chief Minister's Kerala Navayatra. You know, the entire cabinet of Kerala is on a statewide, basically, election campaign for the past 2 weeks. In fact, the entire cabinet travels in a bus, and they go to all the constituencies. And therefore, they are using the government machinery, including the Chief Secretary and all the government machinery for that. And all the policemen have been diverted for the management of the Chief Minister's Nava Kerala Yatra. Because of that, there are very few policemen posted in Sabarimala, and there is complete mismanagement, and it is very tragic.
You know, you are essentially saying that because the police is just not there, they're busy with the Chief Minister's Yatra, and that's the reason why this is the kind of mismanagement that we're seeing. What could be the other reasons, and what would you expect the state government to do now, given that there's a child who has died?
Yeah, I think it's also the reason, part of the supplement to what I said earlier. You see, all the senior police officers, including the district collectors, superintendent of police, they're all busy with the Chief Minister's Yatra journey. This election campaign which has been going on. So there is no application of mind by senior police officers, by senior civil administration. So their entire attention is diverted to this, to the Chief Minister's Yatra. And it's extremely tragic because, you know, this is the biggest pilgrimage center for pilgrims. I mean, in the whole country, more people come here than any other place, most probably. And things used to be very orderly, but this year it's been completely chaotic. I think it's completely mismanaged by the government and by those who are supposed to take care of this.
Minister says that there's nothing unusual. However, he's asked officials to make necessary interventions, but he says there's nothing unusual that's happening here. Would you agree?
No. It is completely unusual. Things used to be very, very orderly here in the past, with proper protocol being laid on by senior police officials and the district administration. This time, there is no such plan, there is no application of mind, and the required personnel, their attention is completely on the Chief Minister's political rally. That is why.
All right. I'm going to thank you for joining us. KG Alphonse there, he says that there is definitely a lot of things that are unusual here. This is the kind of mismanagement that hasn't been seen before. Talking about the huge crowds and the fact that there has been the death of a child as well. The Chief Minister, however, says there is nothing unusual. Basic amenities are missing, is what is being said by the pilgrims here. Safety measures are absolutely zero here in Sabarimala. The Chief Minister says there's nothing unusual at the Lord Ayyappa temple and has asked officials to make necessary intervention to inform the public about the new arrangements and systems put in place. The BJP has also been protesting. These are visuals of the protest on your screen. On the left side of your screen and right side are pictures, in fact, of utter chaos, confusion, and huge crowds that evidently can't be managed. Massive crowds that are seen at the very popular Lord Ayyappa temple in Sabarimala. Pineri Vijayan says nothing unusual. Senior leader of the CPIM, Thomas Isaac, is now joining us. Thomas Isaac, sir, the government of Kerala is saying there is nothing unusual. How can the Chief Minister dismiss these developments from the Sabarimala temple as nothing unusual? Because these are pictures of chaos and mismanagement. There's a child who's died.
Look, Sabarimala pilgrimage is an annual event. And
Yes.
Which has been going on so many decades. Government plays very important role in organizing the pilgrimage. Now this year there is unprecedented rush for many reasons. Given the fact it is a forest shrine, there are certain limitations on the number of people who can at the time be permitted in the area. So, the narrow width of the steps, the sanctorium, maximum you can allow from 55 to 70 persons a minute. So if there is an unprecedented flow of image, there will be certain problems. I don't think this managing problem.
Okay, in fact, there's a bit of an audio problem there. We'll try and reconnect with the leader of the CPIM in a moment from now. But these are pictures of protests that have broken out. The BJP is protesting. In fact, the sense that we get from the conversation with the CPIM is that the crowds have been unusual this time in terms of the kind of rush that we've seen has never seen before. However, the BJP says that this is mismanagement. The police have not been able to put their mind to this. In fact, the police are busy with the Chief Minister's own yatra, and that's the reason why the security has been diverted there. And that's the reason why this sort of mismanagement being seen at Sabarimala this year. Nothing unusual, says Chief Minister Veena George. In fact, senior leader of the CPIM, Thomas Isaac, also did in fact say that the rush this time around has been very, very unusual in terms of the crowds and never seen before. The BJP says that this is gross mismanagement and are protesting right now in Thiruvananthapuram. The Chief Minister has directed officials to ensure a coordinated system to manage the heavy rush and provided necessary facilities for pilgrims at the hill shrine is what his office has said. In fact, this matter was raised in Parliament as well, where members in fact said there were no facilities this time around for the Ayyappa pilgrims. The Chief Minister said that arrangements should be made in a way that it is beneficial for pilgrims, it reaches them. A review meeting has also taken place. Remember, an average of 62,000 pilgrims visit the hill shrine daily during the first 19 days of the Mandala Puja season. The number of pilgrims has increased to 88,000 this time around, and there is a huge rush. Darshan time has also been increased by an hour to resolve the issue.